And here we go, boys. It is here, guys. The game we have been waiting for. Let me know if you guys can hear me loud and clear in the chat. It is week 13. We got the ultimate college football rivalry here between Michigan, number 2 Michigan, and number 1 Ohio State. I am back in the booth. It is great to be back for this big time game, guys. It is going down Monday night. We got the 10-1 Michigan Wolverines versus the undefeated 11-0 Ohio State Buckeyes. That is the Ohio State Buckeyes, the defending champions, going for an undefeated season of 12-0. This is a big time game, guys. Let me get league first, hashtag league first in the booth. Let me know who you guys got winning and closing out the season with a big time Big Ten matchup, man. Good to be back, guys, and let's get this one underway as we start off the first quarter in this game that we've all been waiting for. I'm excited about this game, guys. What a game to come back to, as Michigan going to be starting off with the football in this matchup, and they're going to take this one out of the end zone and get them down to about the 22-yard line to start the action for tonight. And as you all know, Mr. KJ Smith himself, a top 2 quarterback in the nation in CS6, just looking incredible. 3,328 yards, 31 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He and Dylan Lewis have been fighting all along as that Heisman race is still alive, that Mackey race. Pretty sure it's between those two, but we're going to check to see if someone else locked in as we go with the handoff to Deuce Young to get this one started off for a 4-yard gain. Big time game for Deuce Young, 32 yards, 193 yards on 32 carries and 3 touchdowns. He was last week's player of the week, offensive player of the week. So this guy's going to be looking to attack here. 2nd and 6 on the 26. KJ Smith under center. He's going to drop back. He's got some time to let it fly as a wide open TRP. And that's one of the things that we're going to have to focus on. This secondary versus this wide receiver core is going to be big to key in on. Here's KJ Smith again. Another handoff to Deuce. Deuce has some nice blocking, and he gets a 6-yard gain. Ohio State, one of the best defenses in the nation, if not number 1, with guys like Shackelford and Brian O'Connor up on the front headlining there. Wyatt Harris as well. Here we are, 2nd and 4. Here's the fake, gets it over to TRP. He's able to get away from Shackelford, but there's Corbin Post. And as stated before, this defensive unit is tough to get over on. But if one team is going to get it done, it could be this Michigan Wolverine team, number 2 in the nation. The only team up to par right now with Ohio State. And another dime here from KJ Smith over to Talon Ross. That is what makes this team elite on the offensive side of the ball. Just tons of receivers out there being a threat, and there's Talon Ross, one of their favorite targets. And of course you got Zeke Moore, Dylan Williams, TRP. Just a loaded offense here for Michigan. 1st and 10 on the 41. KJ out of the gun. He's going to be working, got some time still. That line's holding up. He's going to take a shot. Oh, he got him. Talon Ross, and he snags it on none other than Davion Fletcher. Touchdown, Michigan. Here we go. Week 13, the biggest matchup of the year. And Talon Ross with a head topper for the end zone. Oh, boy. Here we go. One of the best DBs in the game. KJ Smith, though, puts it right on the money, just over Davion Fletcher for Talon Ross to complete the dot. In Michigan going to start this game off 7-0. And oh my goodness, what a game. And guys, guess what? The good news is this is the matchup we're going to see once more right around the corner, because this is indeed the Big Ten championship matchup locked in. So be ready for 2 games of this, but this one is the most important as of now because this is the first time we've seen these guys. And here is Dylan Lewis talking about a marksman, similar numbers to KJ Smith, just coming out getting it done every week and hasn't given up an L at all this season. 11-0, looking to complete the undefeated season here in CS6 for the Buckeyes. Here's Dylan starting off in the gun, quick pass. Oh, almost intercepted by Hallie Jacklin, but we have a flag on the play. It's going to be a PI. All right, so that's why it got how it got. Hallie Jacklin getting a little handsy out there. I thought Dylan was just, you know, tripping a little bit there, but he's seen something we didn't. Down on the 28 now, Ohio State. Trying to get the ball downfield. Got a handoff to the freshman running back. Oh, nice cut inside from Apollo Stone. And he didn't really have too big of a week last week. 20 rushes for 67 yards. But don't worry, because if this kid can get hot, he will go for big-time yards. I've seen him break for 150 plus, even 200. So look out for this kid as he picks up 7 yards on the play, getting him down to the 35. In a single back formation here, going to go with Stone again, and he's going to work his way in just short. 3rd and inches here for Ohio State in their first drive, as Strickland picks up his 2nd tackle, both being on Apollo Stone. Here's another single back formation. Looks like they're going to work the workhorse, trying to get the first, and he does. Stone to the outside, and they're going to keep the chains moving. Down on the 41 with Kyrie Sims picking up the tackle. Another 1st and 10 for the Buckeyes. Down 7-0 here early in this ball game. Single back setup again. Apollo in the backfield. They're going to go with the play action, roll out to the right. Dylan receiving some pressure. He's going to get rid of it out of bounds. He did take a shot as well, so he's got to be careful. We've seen some QBs get injured here in the season, especially late in this second half. So he cannot play with fire there. Another shotgun setup, 2nd and 10. He's going to send Apollo Stone outside. Clearing it out. Let's see what he decides to do. Has time to throw. Here comes that pressure again. Turns his shoulder, but he does find Art. He's going to get Arturo Flores there for a nice gain of 8. Bring up a 3rd and 2. Very manageable situation here. Able to get a 1st down. He's got Apollo Stone in the backfield, huffing and puffing, but they're going to go with Apollo. Nice cut to the outside. Tries to cut back in, but he's stopped in his tracks. 4th and 3. And this Michigan defense is going to hold up on Ohio State's first drive of the game. Big time rivalry here, guys. A little bit of history here. Ohio State, CS1, 30-27. CS2, Michigan took the W, 34-20. CS3 was Ohio State, 40-23. And you had the Big Ten title in CS3 where Ohio State pulled it off, 20-13. Nice punt there by Ohio State, and wait, oh, he didn't touch it. I was about to say, could have been some trouble there as KJ comes back out onto the field. They're going to start this one on a 10. Tough field position here. Ohio State feeds off these type of situations because that defense can get to the back. Oh, nice pass to Talon again. Every time he's in a jam, he's found number 13. That's 4 for 4. Already up to 78 yards for Talon Ross. You can tell this kid's locked in, and he does not fear this talented DB lineup here of the Buckeyes, and Jack Sky, Davion Fletcher and company, and Deuce Young able to avoid a tackle and pushed ahead up to the 35. And Michigan's just looking very well oiled right now. This offense is coming to play tonight. This is something that they've been locked in on weeks at a time. 2nd and 4, shotgun action for KJ Smith. Hand off to Deuce. He's got a couple of blockers leading the way, but he's taken down. It's going to be Jihad on the tackle. Jay Carter going to keep him shy of a first. 3rd and 2. Trying to keep this one going. Just under 7 minutes here to go in the first quarter. Going to be another handoff to Young. Young, just like Apollo, he's going to go and he's going to get it this time, though. Apollo wasn't able to get it, but Young says this is how you get it done. I wasn't sure, though. He almost came up short, but he did get it done. 1st and 10 on the 39. Michigan going to keep this one going. 31 strong. In the chat, you guys hit that like button, share the link. This is the biggest game of the year, guys. CS6, KJ rolling out, has some pressure, drops it to Deuce. Deuce with the stiff arm, and he's eventually taken down. 2nd and 3 as Brian O'Connor comes away on the tackle. And Michigan looking to move the chains once more. KJ with some time in that pocket. That's been the key here. Get it over to Dylan Williams. A key 3rd down threat for these guys here in Michigan. And that's been a story here. This defensive line has not been able to put a pressure on KJ Smith. Here he is, empty set. Oh, and as soon as I say it, here's Ryan Harris. Oh, boy, with the sack. And he's going to be joined by Shackelford as well. 2nd and 17. I was wondering where the pressure was going to come from on the 48. That's going to get this defense revved up. Quick pass over to TRP, and he's going to be down at the 44. Just what the doctor ordered for the Buckeyes, and to get that D-line cooking, you know, get KJ scrambling around a little bit, get him rattled. Here he is in the shotgun on the 44 looking, time in the pocket. Dumps it off, and yeah, they're going to get rid of this one. They just might kick a field goal. Just might. On the 40 as TRP going to come up on his third reception, and they will go for the field goal. This is going to be a deeper one. Let's see. This is going to be his first kick of the night. It's going to be up, and it is going to be short. As you can imagine, it was a pretty deep attempt, and it's not going to be good. And this is going to be good news for the Buckeyes here, as they do set up nice field position going the other way. Going to be starting this one off on the 40 as Dylan Lewis comes back out. And as we just pick up where we left off on CS4, Ohio State went ahead and got the 28-14 victory. They also got them in the Big Ten title, 17-14, and then date back to last year, the 42-33 victory from Ohio State. So it's been some pretty good games here in this rivalry, but this is one of the most anticipated ones here due to how great Michigan has stepped up this year, as Dylan Lewis tries to get one across field, but he comes up just short on the pass. Going to lead to a 2nd and 10 here as he sets it up and sends Apollo out flat here, emptying out the backfield. Dior and, oh, as I speak his name, it goes right to Gore. Dior, I was going to say Dior and Bryson was both lined up here, did similar routes as well, but he chose to go with Gore for a 4-yard gain. 3rd and 6, trying to keep the drive going. Quick pass, got it. Flores coming through when needed. Down on the 43, big time play there, as Ohio State was looking to struggle a bit there. Offensively, not yet locked in as they want to be, but they are getting there. 1st and 10, trying to move the chains here. Number 1 team in the nation, going for 23 wins in a row. Apollo Stone cutting. Nice run up for 6 yards for 2nd and 4 here. Starting this one off under center, trying to keep this one going. Another handoff to Stone, bursting out of the backfield. Oh, he's trotting down the middle for a first. 27 yards for number 27. Starting to heat up a bit. Got him down on a 28 in Ohio State, already in field goal range. Let's see if they can complete the drive after getting a nice stop there on defense, and the field goal coming up short for Michigan. Here's the fake. Dylan out to the outside, wide open. Kingston. He's wrestled down by Ethan Nation on the 14, and here come the Buckeyes trying to get on the board and tie things up as we come up on the end of the 1st quarter. Let's get those 2s in the chat, fellas. Again, just a big-time year for the Big Ten. As you can see, 11-0 Ohio State against 10-1 Michigan, guys. So keep in mind, these are the 2 top teams in the nation. If this is your first time checking out a stream all year, this is the biggest game all year. Ohio State, 22 games in a row. That is a record for the RFL College Series. Here's Dylan getting out of a jam to the outside, and it's going to be out of bounds. He likes to take that hit still on that throwaway. Goodness. Setting up a 2nd and 10 on the 14. Ohio State trying to even it up. Hand off to Stone. Stone's been crooked. He's got some room. 1 man to beat. Oh, he jukes him. Oh, touchdown. Ohio State. That boy got shifty. Oh, Apollo Stone. I'm talking shook him out of his socks. A rare one that he gets over on Sims. Not a lot of times you see Kyrie Sims get a play made on him. What a big-time play to get this team on the board. Oh, Apollo Stone. I can tell he was heating up. They kept feeding him, and he was making some nice cuts all drive long, but can they tie it up is the question. There's some questionable kicking going on all season, but Ohio State says no problem over here. 7-7 ball game to kick this 2nd quarter off. 2s in the chat, fellas. We got ourselves a game. Week 13. And it seems like both of these teams are coming in tonight strong. KJ Smith and company going to get this one started off on the 21. As he and Dylan Lewis, both top-tier Mackey candidates, looking to put on a show in the final week of play here. 7-7 ball game. KJ, handoff to Young, and Young Going to get a solid 2 yards on the play. We'll see if we can get ourselves a little running back duel here, but Michigan's been working the receivers pretty well so far early in this game. You see trips up top. KJ dropping back. Pressure coming, but he gets rid of it. And that's going to be his first missed target of the game. So 8 for 9. The QB1 over at Michigan. So he's putting on quite the display early in this ball game. On at 22, looking to try to keep this drive going, though. Ohio State defense revving up ever since that sack. And here's Carter again, making a big-time tackle and breaking that one up. And again, it's going to be a 3-and-out. And you got to think that sack definitely started the momentum for the home team and got them going. Now this defense is revved up more than ever, and Michigan's going to have to really key in on certain strategies if they want to get over on this defense, because we all know once Ohio State gets cooking, it gets a little serious out there. As Kong going to get them down on the 34, and again, some solid field position. You got to think, last time out they scored, they had a very short drive there on the 40, and now they're on the 34, so similar position here. Dylan Lewis with a chance to really get his team downfield and possibly take the lead here, even with just a field goal, as Apollo Stone going to head outside and tackled by Jacklin there with just 2 yards on the play. Going to run it back with 2nd and 8. Approaching 13 minutes left in the first half. Here's another handoff. Stone running hard up the middle. Oh my goodness. They're going to call it short. He worked hard for that one, but the refs are going to keep him true. 3rd and inches on the 44, and I'm sure they'll go right back to Stone. The freshman looking to have a day. Here's another handoff, and he does get the first. Goodness, 53 yards. This kid's put on a clinic right now. 10 rushes for 53 yards after a quiet week last week. He's coming back for more. You got to think, dating back to the last 3 games for Ohio State, as they take down Stone. They beat UCLA 23-16. They beat Michigan State 24-16, and then they beat last week NC State 23-14. So some would say Ohio State's offense been struggling a little bit as of late to come across some of these victories, especially against some of these lower tier opponents. But some would say they just played down to the competition as they sit here tied 7-7 with the other best team in the nation. So just a lot been going on the last 3 weeks for Ohio State as they look to pick things back up here in week 13 as they get ready for a conference game, a conference title game coming up here. 4th and inches. David Sims with a big time stop here, and that's going to force a punt. Ohio State's not going to try their hand. They weren't able to capitalize on the good field position on that one, and they're going to have to get rid of this one. Michigan's defense is just as tough as Ohio State. It's going to be a battle of the offenses tonight. It's going to be which quarterback can get the ball moving and keep things rolling. Both defenses are very solid. I think they're going to take care of their job. They're going to do their job. It's going to come down to these offenses, and these punts by Ohio State have been incredible so far. Again, on the 11 is going to start this Michigan drive. Here's Deuce trying to make his way, and he's tackled by Jay Carter again. This kid, Jahad Carter's been all over the field, getting his 3rd tackle in a 2-yard gain for Deuce Young on the play. As we just get under 10 minutes. Oh, might have caught Wyatt Harris slipping. Free play as Johnson's going to take him down, but they did catch him on the offsides. It's going to be defending champion Harris coming back here for another year at Ohio State after winning a title last year. He's going to get called. Getting a little too antsy on the line there. They're going to go 2nd and 3rd here on the 18. Here's KJ in the shotgun. Going to take the snap off to Young. Young breaks a tackle and forces his way for a 1st down. One of the better running backs in the nation, Deuce Young, looking to try to match that energy of Apollo Stone. Speaking of last 3 games, Michigan 41-13 victory against Mississippi State. As KJ looks, gets it to Zeke Moore to the outside, taken down at the 28. But then a shocker came where Penn State defeated Michigan 21-20. And then Michigan bounced back with a 43-19 win against Oklahoma State last week. So these guys are coming in hot. 2 games of 40-plus points over the last 3 weeks. And they're looking to close their season strong and possibly hand Ohio State their first loss in 23 games. Here's KJ dropping back, looking. Oh, wide open Dylan. What did I tell you? Dylan Williams is their third down guy. He's the guy that gets it done on 3rd downs in that slot. first and 10 on the 35, and just like that, Michigan moving those chains. 7 minutes to go in the first half. And KJ is going to be making the call here. Handoff, Deuce Young. He's got a nice block in the backfield. Going to bully his way down for 4 yards here as we approach a 2nd and 6 on the 39. Another single back setup as Deuce Young takes a breather. And here's the pitch to the backup. He's got some blocking space, but not enough. Jaden Sanders and Russell Shackelford all over that one. Going to keep him back at the 40. Bringing up a 3rd and 6, empty backfield, empty set. KJ Smith looking to get it done. Look out for Dylan Williams, number 12. He's normally the guy, but the pressure's too strong. And Wyatt Harris, another takedown. They're going to get him for 1.5 sacks due to the 0.5 earlier, but he comes through again, putting that pressure on and picking up an ultimate stop here in the 2nd quarter as Michigan was looking to try to get some motion. And it's ultimately going to be another 3 and out, and that's a great punt. Wow. Wow. That was a great punt. Putting them back on the 18. Seven ball game. 5:03 here to go in the first half as Dylan Lewis looks to get this drive started. Has a fake. Pressure coming. Dumps it off. Wide open is Bryson Kingston. Beautiful route. Able to find a window there to give his QB the space to find him. Well done here. Look at him. Beautiful out route. Tiptoes. First down. Dior Gore in the building. I'm just checking the chat out. What's going on, guys? I see y'all. Dior looking to make a play. You want to take the top off. Hallie not able to tackle him. This kid is having one of those stone games. I've seen this before where he can't even be stopped, can't be tackled or anything. Here he is again, setting up 2nd and 3. There's the flag. Quick pass, got Dior, and he's taken down at the 43. But what is going to be the call here? Oh, we got a free play offside. So they are indeed just going to accept that. Down on the 48. Another first down for Ohio State as they continue to move the chains. And that's going to be 10 yards for Dior on that play as well. So he's going to come up on that. Under center here, Paulo Stone in a single back. Dior Gore on the move. Here's the fake, rolling out. Dylan looking. Gets it to Dior Gore again. Back-to-back passes and back-to-back first downs for Dior Gore. Number 0 with the target on his chest. 1st and 10 on the 41. Here come the Buckeyes. Looking to try to take a lead here. Last time Michigan kept them short and they missed the field, or actually I think they made the field goal. Oh! Taking them down here on the 32. 2nd and 2 here. Under center is Dylan Lewis. He's going to go with Apollo, and this kid's going to get a sure first down. There's nothing they can do right now to stop the run game. Apollo Stone really getting it done. As we get a 2-minute warning here, they're going to catch a quick breather. And Michigan has not found out a way to slow down the freshman running back in his first year at Ohio State. Filling some heavy shoes. Here's Dylan again looking. Got time to throw. Lets it go to the outside. Another wide open Gorin. Who's guarding Dior Gore is the question. This has been an absolute Dior Gore drive. 3 for 30. I'm talking first down after first down after first down for this young man. Getting him down to the 15. Ohio State looking to strike while hot. Just under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Let's see if they can close the drive. Dylan again across the middle. Oh, dangerous pass. Could have been picked off. A lot of dogs back there. 2nd and 10 on the 15. Michigan trying to hold him to 3. Ohio State trying to go up 7 here. Here's the outside pass again. Got it over to Steve. Going to find McCaskill over on the 10. 3rd and 5. Crucial play setting up here for the Buckeyes. Michigan's defense trying to hold strong. This would be a big time stop, and they get the ball right now with some time left to strike. But, oh, wait, I was going to say that's That's not going to happen because Apollo Stone caught it, but then he was boomed. It is a fumble. No way. Demario Strickland gets over it, but Hallie Jackman has had enough. But wait, I think he was down. I think he might have been down. Oh, he got lucky on that one. Hallie Jackman bringing the pressure. I bet he'd be a little scared to go across that middle from now on, but nonetheless, that is still a stop. Or are they going to give him the first? You guys let me know. That's a first down. Word to Pecan. My boy Buckeyes got him in the fight right now on the 3. Uh-oh. Apollo messing up the controller. Down on the 3, first and goal, and Dylan Lewis trying to look here to strike outside. He's got his man. Oh my goodness. Oh, they are getting lit up. Freezer on the tackle. That was dangerous. Might want to check on that kid. Second and goal on the 3. Lining it up again. I'm surprised they didn't go with Stone, but they're going to go with the guy that's going to maybe get the Mackey or going up for the Mackey. Oh, but he's throwing some dangerous passes. That should have been picked. Third and goal, and Michigan's making it very tough. I'm not sure why they haven't given Stone a try. I don't understand. Third and goal, again, running it back, and Dylan, another shot at it. He's going to get Stone. Can't bat it away, and Hallie Jackman's indeed going to make the play to stop the drive. He didn't get it on the fumble, but he will get it on the bat away, and that's just some poor execution there for Ohio State. I'm not sure what the play calls were. I would have given it to Stone at least 2 times. The way he's been running the football, all you need is 3 yards. This is insane. But Ohio State does go up 3, 10-7 just before the half. Trying to force feed to the receivers. Did not go as planned. Even tried to find Apollo Stone, but man, you got to show love and credit that Michigan defense down on the red zone. Just holding that line, protecting the crib. Hallie Jackman being an absolute menace. Getting to the outside as well, making plays down the middle and on the outside. So Michigan setting this one up. Plenty time here. 2 timeouts with 1:23 to get some points back on the board. And KJ's not going to waste any time. He's going to take the top off. No, Jack Sky. Jackie boys, I like to call him. I don't know if he's here, but TRP, you're not going to be getting that one. And he's going to get in the face of Jack. Trying to punk him a bit. That's the freshman. Here's KJ looking, turning his back, dumps it off. He does find TRP this time, and Ryan O'Connor on the stop. They're going to go with the no huddle. Michigan trying to get some traction going here, trying to get some points on the board before the half. Here he is, a quick pass again. Zeke Moore wide open. Going to be a first down. Michigan still not calling a timeout. They're still going to be using the no huddle offense, sending Dylan and Zeke to the left side up top with TRP. Here's KJ, snap. Looking, time to throw, dumps it to Zeke again. Off to the outside, taken down. Finally going to use that timeout. This Michigan offense looking beautiful right now as they look to even try to get a field goal at least. 2nd and 2 on the 46. KJ, time to throw in traffic, and Dylan Williams. I don't know how he caught that in such traffic, but he caught it on the 49. I'm not sure why we can't see that one again, but what a catch. KJ Smith showing why he's one of the best in the nation. Look how he's moving the football with such little time. Here he is again, another wide open look, and there's that kid again, Dylan Williams. They will indeed set up for a field goal at the very least if this time doesn't run out on him. He's going to wind it down. They don't want a field goal. They're going for the touchdown. Talon Ross, oh, gutsy call. If they had just a little more time, it probably could have been a touchdown. But you got to question the coaching strategy here of this team. That was a gutsy call as we bring up here halftime, guys. Again, 11-0 undefeated season so far for the Buckeyes as they look to go 12-0 right now in a fight against their arch rivals and number 2 Michigan at 10-1. So both of these teams have been playing at an elite level all season long, and it comes down to this. You know, I know Michigan's not undefeated, as most of us probably predicted that both of them would be 11-0. They took a crazy loss to Penn State by 1 point, and we all know that was a coach's decision as well. Very gutsy call at the end of the game to go for it instead of hitting the field goal for the win. So it's a lot going on, a lot at stake. An undefeated season at stake. Has there been another undefeated season since that Georgia season? I'm not sure. You guys got to let me know in the chat where they went on to go undefeated and also won the national championship. I think Ohio State is giving me those vibes right about now. As we look to get back into this third quarter, let me see those threes in the chat, guys. This is a big time game here. As you see, 10-7 lead here for Ohio State, and the home team will be getting the ball. And we're going to get that confirmation that Georgia is indeed the last undefeated team in the RFL College Series. As we start this third quarter off, Ohio State looking to be the second team ever to get that done, as they look on just 30 minutes away in game time from an undefeated season here in CS6. Dylan Lewis going to start this one off in the gun, hand off to Stone, and Stone, pretty strong run out the gate for 4 yards. He just looks like he's skating through traffic out there. Down on the 29. Karate Kid going to set it up here in the shotgun. He's been working. Here he is taking the snap, looking, quick pass, got Dior. Dior coming across the middle. Oh, he's short. 3rd and 1 on the 34. Dior Gore putting in work tonight. 4 receptions for 35 yards. 3rd and 1 here, trying to keep it going. Stone, he's got Dior on the move. Here's the handoff. Stone, Hallie Jacklin. Oh, they're going to give him the first. Hallie Jacklin's putting his body on the line. He and Stone going at it. They are going to reward this young man with the first down, but what an attempt to stop that by Jacklin. Here's Bryson on the move, gets the block he needed to the outside, and what a run! Oh, Kingston Bryson. Goodness, he got the block he needed and got to the outside for a first down on the 50. Setting it up single back. Apollo with another run, and Hallie Jacklin, he's been all over the field tonight. I know if the scouts are out there watching, they're keeping their eye on this middle linebacker here. He has been making the tackles necessary here. 2nd and 9, just a 1-yard gain on the 49. Another handoff to Stone. Stone got a nice block. Oh, a juke. Oh, my goodness. He's now juked both Sims. The Sims cousins. Number 1 has been juked. Number 0 has been juked. Oh my goodness. Apollo Stone. And the blocking, let me just say, the outside blocking, the receivers and tight ends have been making some crucial blocks to that outside. I haven't seen outside running this efficient in a while. 2nd and 12 here now, though, as Demario Strickland, freshman lineman, getting that tackle there. He has plenty of time to throw his Dylan across the middle to Gore, and oh my goodness. Took a shot by Freezer and Jacklin across the middle here. Bring up a 3rd and 7 as Michigan tries to keep them shy and force another field goal. Dylan Lewis, however, trying to get this one done. Here he is taking the snap out of the gun. A dagger, but it's nothing. The wideouts were covered. Nowhere to go on the 32. And he's going to have to bring the kicker back out and try to get this one up to 13. As we know, field goals are not promised, so we got to wait until it actually goes in to count it. 10-7 ball game. Oh, it's looking a little short, but it's good. Nonetheless, this is one of the better kickers in the nation, so I think he's pretty good. But the kick just didn't look like it had much momentum on it. 13-7 ball game for Ohio State. Looking to win 23 games in a row, an all-time record, which they're just continuing to up themselves. They've already beaten that record, and that was a Georgia record as well. So they're just chasing Georgia records at this point, and Georgia accolades as KJ Smith gets to the outside, big time run. Got to be careful though. A lot of these QBs are dropping it, but this is, however, one of the QBs that I see drop the ball very, you know, it's very far and few, you know, for this kid. He doesn't drop it many times. I've seen quarterbacks cough it up plenty times. This kid's able to hold on and get the big-time yards, and he does it again tonight on the big stage. Here's the handoff to Young. Young, oh, nicely done here. Fighting his way for 8 yards on the play. Getting these guys down on the 49. 2nd and 2. Got a little bit of motion here. Setting up for the block. Nice block. Nice call there as Young follows suit and picks up an easy first down. 12 rushes, 46 yards. Not having a bad game himself as he's fired up here going at Corbin Coast. 1st and 10 now. Just under 8 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. And we got a 13-7 ball game. Deuce Young again trotting up the middle. Has a little interesting blocking situation there. He was kind of stuck on his blocker, but it did, however, bring him up to 4 yards. And Brian O'Connor and Hallie Jacqueline are being 2 standout middle linebackers right now, I gotta say. Hand off to Deuce again. More blocking for Deuce. Another, oh, that's going to be a ground, of course, but they do indeed. There's Anthony Moore, another one of those Moore brothers. Going to jump on it, and it's down at the 30. Michigan having a nice drive right now. Deuce Young running the football very effectively. And it's funny because both running backs have ground fumbles right now, Stone and Deuce. Deuce, oh, nice juke up the middle, and he's taken down by Jackson Storm. Down on the 29. Michigan trying to keep this drive alive here, trying to keep things going and moving the chains. Plenty time to throw, but the pressure's coming. KJ gets to the outside. Oh, he runs right by Michi and a first down. KJ Smith runs right by Michi. You gotta be quicker than that. Goodness, 1st and 10. KJ Smith, 2 big-time runs to secure a first down for the Wolverines. Down on the 16. Dropping back, time to throw outside. Talon Ross with another pickup. 2nd and 3 on the 9. Here come the Wolverines. 106 yards for T. Ross tonight. KJ Smith checking in with us. Big time game, biggest game of his career tonight here on the 9. Under center, Michigan looking to take the lead here with a touchdown. Here's the fake, rolling out. Here's the pass, got Talon Ross. He's going for the end zone and he dives. Touchdown, Michigan. Talon Ross. Oh boy, the Big Ten is rocking. Oh my goodness. Talon Ross putting an exclamation point on the drive and on what's been an incredible night for this kid so far. Just an incredible night, and the touchdown puts a cherry on top, and we're not done here. We still have plenty time left in this game as Michigan going up by 1, 14-13. This is definitely now turning into one of those classics. We might be seeing might be seeing the best 2 teams in the league. You know when records sometimes is like they got the best record, but they're not necessarily the best teams. No, I think we've seen these 2 teams be the best all year, and it's showing. It's living up to expectations. It's living up to the hype. As my boy Elijah Carter said, this game's just got serious. This has been a wild one. Charlie Davenport joining us tonight. Dylan getting to the outside. Steve McCaskill taken down. Gonna pick up a 4-yard gain here. Just 109 passing yards for Dylan Lewis tonight. I want to keep an eye on that. Single back setup, trips up top here. Gonna go with the handoff to Stone. Plenty of blocking. Oh my goodness, the blocking has been incredible for Ohio State tonight. And Apollo Stone, the freshman running back, up for 112 yards tonight and a touchdown. I mean, there's nothing more you can ask out of your freshman running back in the biggest game of the year than to go out and get you 100 plus. You can't call it no other way. Single back here, 1st and 10 on the 45. Got another fake. Dylan going to be looking to let it go to Apollo. Nicely done. Well executed to the outside. He's short. Just a yard. 2nd and 1. Apollo is heating up. Dylan Lewis feeling good. At home with the All Blacks. How do they respond to the touchdown? Apollo Stone picks up another first. Oh, wait, he's short. It's like when I think they got it, it's short, and when I think it's short, they got it. I thought he for sure got it, but he's short. Oh, boy. And then we're going to get the off. I know it's not the false start. Oh, wow. Chase Moore going to be picking up a big one there. I mean, now you got it first. You got to be careful. I turned my head for 1 second and it's offsides and all types of stuff going on. Dylan Lewis under center. Single back is Apollo huffing and puffing, and Hallie Jacklin want to join his teammate here, Stewart, on the tackle and taking him down on a 39. Just under 2 minutes here in the third quarter left. As the pressure's heating up and Dylan just got to get rid of it. Taking a shot there. I mean, this kid's actually taken quite a few hits today, but he's been shaking them off. Down on a 39, empty set. Dylan got it wide open. Flores. It's been a minute since we called his name, but when we do call his name, it's for big games. Down on a 21, Ohio State has for sure secured a field goal here for the lead at the very least, if all goes well. Just a minute left in this third quarter. Down on the 21. Here's the pressure coming. Dump off to Apollo. He's got room. Got one block. Here's Levi. Levi Larson, you know he's going to pick up a block every time. Another first down. Apollo working on his receiving game now. Up to 28 yards off 3 receptions. And remember last time, Michigan was able to hold down the fort here. Let's see if they can do the same. And again, it's that dog in them. Hallie Jacklin. Goodness gracious. Second and goal on the 8. Hallie Jacklin just sticking it to him right now. This defense standing tall on this goal line. In the red zone, they've been incredible. Picking up a fourth quarter situation here where they're down just 1. And let's get those 4s in the chat, guys. 4s in the chat. We are in for a big time fourth quarter. Monday Night Football is here, guys. We're ending off week 13, the final game of the regular season, before we jump into some conference title play. And here's the pressure. Oh my goodness, these guys are dangerous. Dangerous on the goal line. They are #1 ranked team in takeaways in the nation. So this defense is very tough as Dylan Lewis going to try to put Here he is, dumping it off to Stone. Sorry, guys, my headphones went out for a second. 4th and goal, and again, another stop. Freezer on the stop, and goodness gracious, Michigan able to get another stop in the red zone. That's 2 times now on the defending champs, which is very rare. We don't see that often, but Ohio State does take a lead. This is a slight 2-point lead as their kicker does it yet again, fielding, putting them up 16-4. As we get those 4s in the chat. 16-14, I'm sorry, 4s in the chat. I was trying to say 2 different things at one time. 4s in the chat, guys. 16-14. Michigan finding themselves down by 2 here. Their first drive of the fourth quarter. We are in for a treat, folks. On the 25-yard line is KJ Smith. Here he is in the gun. Low snap. Fake handoff. He's looking outside. Wide open Zeke Moore. And he's taken down by Jack Sky. The Buckeyes are, however, ranked 5 in season ranks in takeaways. So still a top 5 in takeaways. 2nd and 7 on the 28 here. Just 13 minutes to go in the ball game. Handoff. Deuce Young. Nice cut up the middle. Oh, my goodness. These 2 running backs are showing why they are 2 of the most elite to do it right now. Just incredible running here for Deuce Young. Coming into the season, or coming into this game, I should say, as we have a flag on the play. It's going to go against the offense and going to bring them right back. But Deuce Young, a top 3 rusher in the league here this season, or I'd say he's sitting at number 4 right now at 1387 coming into tonight. Oh my gosh! Shackleford with the grave digger tackle. Y'all know I love that one. I'm talking about KJ. He ain't been hit much tonight, but that one, you only need that one. Lifted him up and pile drop him. Goodness gracious. Oh my, 2nd and 22. Hand off to Deuce, plenty blocking, plenty space. Goodness, I mean, this kid's running that football. 3rd and 13 now. And again, Deuce Young, 1,387 yards on the year, 5 touchdowns. Pretty solid year for the young guy, sophomore running back here. Here's KJ. Oh, almost stole the interception as Fletcher able to get his hands on that one, and it's going to force a 3-and-out. And this game just gets more intense by the possessions, by the drive here. 14-16, they're going to get rid of this one. And Ohio State with a chance to go up pretty big here in the fourth. If they can get a touchdown, that would be a nightmare for Michigan. That would be a nightmare for Michigan. We all know 2 possession ball games in the fourth quarter are very tough to overcome. So if Ohio State can get it done here, it'll just be an incredible season to wrap up a 12-0 season. Here we go. Handoff to Stone up the middle, and Tyree Sims going to help Hallie Jacklin get him on the takedown. And this kid Jacklin, man, he's really showing up. On to 25, 3rd and 4. Michigan needs a big stop here. They need one. Here's Dillon looking outside, up top, has his man. Oh my gosh! Kingston, touchdown Ohio State. Goodness. Talk about taking the top off that boy Locke from beauty. I was looking at that thing just fall through the sky. I didn't know who was there, but I knew somebody was on the end of that pass. Goodness. If you listen, it might have been the most beautiful pass I've seen of the season. Did you see the release? The way he let that thing go, and then it was just blind. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And just as I stated, we now have ourselves a 2-possession ball game. Just under 10 minutes. Michigan's got to work. KJ Smith has got to get it going. This Ohio State defense, they are really great in the fourth quarter. This is when they realize how serious games are. I've noticed this ball club. You know, as I stated before, their last couple of games, these are the same type of vibes. 23-14, 24-16, 23-16, and the dagger right back. You know KJ Smith is going to fight Zeke Moore wide open. I'm telling you, this KJ Smith kid's incredible. I mean, a Mackey candidate. I don't know who you take between he and Dylan Lewis, but this kid impresses me week in and week out with the numbers that he's able to put up. You guys got to let me know in the chat, who is your Mackey winner when it comes down to Dylan Lewis and KJ Smith? Big time play with little time taken off the clock here. KJ looking to throw again. Outside finds Deuce. Deuce plenty of room to go for a first, but he might be short. 2nd and 1. 21 for 25 for KJ Smith tonight. Just a marksman. And against the top off defense in the nation, look how he's shredding this defense tonight. 2nd and 1 on the 40. He's going to have to throw it a lot more because the time is ticking, and he does pick up another first down. It's going to be the TRP as KJ Smith taking his time and executing out here for the offense with just under 8 minutes to go in a 23-14 deficit. Here he is with a handoff. Deuce Young with a nice cut up the middle, and his offensive line able to help push him up for 6 yards as Harris going to get the initial stop there. 2nd and 4 on the 28. It's a nicely played game from both teams right now as that clock is ticking. It is not the best. Oh my goodness, Johnson just got flipped, and Talon Ross on the catch, and here they come. The Wolverines down but not out. Again, they are the number 2 team in the nation for a reason, and they have a high impact elite offense here. 1st and 10 on the 15. KJ Smith trying to get it done. Gets it to Deuce. Deuce cutting in. Breaks a tackle to the outside. And Morris going to save the touchdown. He's going to save it because this kid was on a mission to get home. 2nd and 2 on the 6. Michigan, they're hungry right now. They need to get to the end zone. This is going to change the game for them. Deuce Young always met up by a dog and Brian O'Connor. 3rd and 2. The Hallie Jacklin of this side. On the 7, big time play. The biggest 3rd and 2 right now. KJ Smith out of the gun. He's going to look to lead the team. He's going to take it himself. No, he's going to pass it to Talon. Talon, oh, touchdown again. Call him Talon 2 times. Touchdown is going to be his 2nd. He's going to give us the stanky leg or whatever they... Oh, my goodness. A team stanky leg is just ridiculous. It's crazy. It's absurd. But nonetheless, Michigan with a touchdown. KJ Smith drawing the attention to the other side, and he goes across his body to Talon for another touchdown, and this game is far from over, folks. Far from over, folks. Yeah, the team stanky leg is out of this world. 23-21. Yeah, KJ Smith is one of the toughest that I've seen. He's got to be one of the toughest. Just off the run, in the pocket, stand still. That's like situational. This kid is tough. Wow. 21-23 ball game. You got to say this game's been living up to all the expectations. We've waited 12 long weeks for this game. We're week 13, and we're 5:20 away from the end. Dylan avoids the sack. He goes for wide open. Finish the sentence until I knew for sure he was down. Oh, able to break the defense up. The defense probably thought he was sacked and just got caught slipping. Wow. And again, this brings me back to my point. When you talk KJ Smith and Dylan Lewis, you look how KJ gets it done, and then you look how Dylan gets it done. 2 totally different quarterbacks, but both get the job done, and they bring home wins. And right now, you're seeing both of these guys do what they do best to make those game-winning plays. And right now, though, the story right now, I gotta say, is Apollo Stone getting stopped in that backfield here the last 2 plays. I know Ohio State wants to run out some of that clock, but they've got to maintain and keep focused here to get down that field, because Michigan is a team you don't want to mess around with. And Steve McCaskill might have just made his biggest catch of the year. That is going to be tough for clock management on Michigan. A big-time catch across the middle for none other than Steve McCaskill, the champion himself. I mean, this kid he's a winner. And now on the 19, Ohio State has got a chance to work that clock and waste out these Michigan timeouts and possibly score again for the win. Here's Dylan. Outside, got his guy, Kingston. He figured, hey, I just go ahead and take over this game. This kid is just taking over. 6 receptions for 156 is insane work. 2nd and 4 now on the 13. Ohio State keeping this one going. Here comes the pressure. Oh, my goodness. Can we talk about a kid named Hallie Jacklin? Whoa. On the 17. Another pass. Oh, Jacklin going to miss that one. But they're going to get the stop. And these guys have been having some of the best defensive setups I've seen in the red zone. I mean, goodness, they are keeping Ohio State out of there. And they do get the field goal, but this is still a ball game that Michigan can walk away with a win. But they need a touchdown. This should be the final drive, guys. This is what we've been waiting for. We've been waiting all these weeks to see the number 1 team versus the number 2. The clear-cut 1 and 2 all season long for 12 to 13 weeks straight. These teams have been elite. And it all comes down to this matchup. Talon Ross with a hat trick, 135 for 3 touchdowns. Bryson Kingston coming away with 156 yards. But this is it. KJ Smith, he might just, I believe if he can, oh, nice breakup from Fletcher. Had to hold my breath for that one. I believe if he can come down and make a game-winning drive, does he secure the Mackey Award? That's my question for the viewers. If KJ Smith puts on a game-winning drive against Ohio State, does that secure it? Or is it basically whoever wins this game? Is that a fair assessment? Whoever wins this game tonight possibly runs away with it? I'm trying to see, because you know it's going to be a tough time for me and the committee to get these awards off. A lot of great play this year, but there can only be one winner in each category. So I'm just trying to base it off something here, because the numbers are solid. The numbers are deadlocked. The wins are almost the same. Is it the head-to-head? Shackelford gets the sack here. Okay, so we're going to count. Okay, so we count in the conference title games. We're going to count those as well. KJ Smith dropping back here. Going to go up top. Oh, and that just might do it. Ohio State going to secure the bag. Try to go to Talon and do to the great defense from Fletcher. He doesn't let it fly, and just with 125 and 1 touchdown on the 21, I think it just might be night and night, barring any turnovers, interceptions, and fumbles. Keep your eyes peeled. It can happen. Stone. Uh-oh. Like I said, you take a couple of those hits, it can happen, but they are going to kneel it out. With Michigan only having 1 timeout available, Ohio State is going to try to go ahead and kneel as much time as they can out of this one. And Michigan putting up a great fight here tonight in the final week of the season against the defending champs. But I think we're 40 seconds away here. Unless they can get a strip here. And Holly Jacklin is going to get that final tackle for his team. Just a dog out there on the field. Kudos to you, my guy. I got to give you some love because you put it all on the line, Mr. number 59. Big ups to you, my boy. Michigan, a hard-fought game, but there still only remains one true champion in Ohio State. Going to put the nail in the coffin here with the field goal to close it out just for spread purposes. 29-21 is your final here in Columbus, Ohio, folks. It's your boy Zeke. Pruitt. It's been a wonderful night. GG's in the chat. We finally have our outcome of this game, this Michigan-Ohio State rivalry. It was just a great game. I wouldn't quite call it a classic, but it was definitely a great watch, and it definitely lived up to expectations. Dylan and KJ played well. The wide receivers showed up tonight. Both running backs showed up tonight. It was a truly amazing effort from both teams, but there could only be one winner, and congrats to Ohio State wrapping up a 12-0 season, an undefeated regular season. They still got one more game here left in the title game, which they're going to spin it back. They got to run it right back and play these guys again in the conference championship game. So don't think this battle is over, because it's just begun. With one more game left beside these two to decide a title in that conference. Now, to be interesting, if Michigan were to take that title game, that's where things get interesting. 1-1 split, but one walks away with a conference title. Ohio State, however, still remain dominant. 23 games in a row they have won, and now they're trying to go ahead and finish off undefeated. They got a conference game to win and some playoffs set up for them. But again, guys, wonderful game here. Monday night action. It's been great. It's your boy Zeke Pruitt back in the booth, guys. Appreciate all the support and love. You guys enjoy the rest of your night. I'll see you in the Discord, on Instagram, wherever I'm at. Just hit me up, guys. I will be back. I'm on active duty again. I'm back in the mix. This game is the one that I wanted to come back to for sure, for certain, and it lived up to it. Much worth it. 21-29, number 2, Michigan goes down to number 1, Ohio State in week 13. Love, guys. Peace.